Right then guys, welcome back to a new episode of my F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. And we're here at Zandvoort, and yeah, you might notice something. There's no in-game noise. The reason is OBS. I seriously start to hate this program because now, for some idiotic reasons, it didn't record the sound. And I haven't done anything wrong. I just drove the race as usual, just as the past episodes, and all of a sudden I realized today that the sound is missing. So, good job OBS, I really like this program, not. And we see some action here in Q1, some little accidents here, and make some stupid mistakes. We should try to avoid this to stop becoming the crash kid, the Maldonado. Fast, but with a huge potential of a crash. You see Sebastian Vettel's Ferrari, and he all of a sudden just crashes into my car. He likes Andrea Moda so much that he just likes to crash into it. And here we can see Louis Deletraz in his Andrea Moda. And now the usual question, what is Deletraz doing? Yeah, he looks okay, but not good enough. Yeah, never mind, he's just a number 2 driver. I don't really care about him. I just start to focus on myself now, my car. And yeah, we're just becoming an Andrea Moda team. Just like in real life, right? That's why we want to sign Raikkonen potentially for the second half of the season. I've heard we can sign him after Baku, but I'm not sure about this. We see some issues with the sponsors on the helmet. I hope you've noticed that. Get some more XP for the podium pass. And we're eventually up into Q2 again. So once again, difficulty is a bit too easy here in the Netherlands. So I don't know what's wrong, or what the reason is behind this. Maybe AI needs an extra year to become a bit more competitive on the same level as the other AIs, or as the other tracks in terms of AI difficulty. Here you can see Romain Grosjean, my only real rival here into Q2, and yeah, he did a stellar job doing qualifying. He's much better than Magnussen in this game, so kudos. Good job, Roman, but I'm still for a patch that reduces your speed. And here we see, oof, we've ruined our chances for potential Q3, but I'm realistic and I say I wouldn't have made it anyway. But here you see my spin. A typical spinalla. And that's it for qualifying. And now we're out. And it's time to go to the race. So at first we got our XP again. Business as usual. And then, yeah, get the results. Leclerc P1 after Q2. So not bad. See Paris, Stroll, Norris, Ricciardo all going through to Q3. But we are starting from P16 on the grid. We need to hope for some grid penalties to climb up some places. And I think I drove an even worse lap in Q2 than Q1. So yeah, I would say this was a bit disappointing. We could have started a bit further up the grid, but this is as it is. Now we see our claim going up, and we are nearly up to level 6. So that's good news. And I hope you like it that I'm playing currently some F1 game soundtracks. I have no other choice because I don't want to record or don't want to recreate the engine sounds of the cars. I might have an idea for this, but I'm not willing to do this because yeah, it would be a bit too much work. And I have a lot of stuff going on as well. A lot of recording, a lot of rendering as well. It takes some time to do this, so I hope you appreciate it, and you might give a like on this episode, or maybe you subscribe to this channel to see some more F1 2020 My Team, and maybe some other projects in the future. We'll see about that. In the meantime, we need to we're checking the durability currently, because our control electronics are really starting to go off now, and looks like we might need to take a grid penalty during this season. So now we see the Zandvoort circuits from the top. It's the 5th round of the championship, and let's do a little recap on the older races of this championship. So we had a solid debut, I would say, in P11. Then Bahrain, also good position then. And then, since Hanoi, we've started to become a point scorer in Formula 1. We might have another chance today, but yeah, we need to wait and see for this. And do we see the track? A returning track on the calendar. Its last appearance was in 1985, when Niki Lauda has won the last ever Zandvoort Grand Prix. And 2020 would have been the year where Zandvoort has returned to the calendar, but because of the COVID-19 pandemic, you all know this, it didn't really go to plan. But we might get the track next year, so this will be a very interesting track, and I really hope that Zandvoort is going to give us some nice racing. Hopefully today we will see how this will pan out. And yeah, now we have to look into the starting grid as well, and we have to notice some potential changes to the grid due to penalties. So at first, Hamilton, Bottas on the front row. So once again, Mercedes 1-2, Alex Leclerc, Vettel in 4th, Verstappen 5th, then Albon, Perez, Ricciardo, Stroll, and Norris. Then we have Sainz, Raikkonen, Ocon, Gasly. Then we are on P15, have Magnussen, Giovinazzi, Kvyat, Russell, Deletraz on P20, Alf Latifi, and Grosjean was the unlucky one, who starts now at the back. So poor Roman, and had a good qualifying, I have to say. He did a pretty good job, and now he's starting at the back of the grid. Yes, and now we have a look into a strategy. It looks like a one-stop, soft to hard, and it should be a pretty easy strategy as well. But now we are we're going into the formation lap, I should say. We need to warm up the tires as well, and yeah, the tension is building up. We are preparing ourselves for the first time that we are going to drive a full race in F1 in Zandvoort. And I might have raced this track in the F1 Challenge game in a mod, at least in the older versions, but I don't count this. I just count the official F1 games now, and this is the first time this track appears. And once we're in Zandvoort, I just want to say voice my opinion that I think the new tracks like Mugello and so on should come as a DLC, my opinion. Maybe it will come 2021, but please drop it in the F1 game for a bigger variety, and should be much better than without those tracks. Because now this year every track can come in. We have Mugello now, and we're unsure about Hockenheim as well. Hockenheim could also appear, and I'm not sure about Imola. I think it was also on the list for potential F1 return, but I'm not sure about this track. I mean, you can't really properly race there. I mean, it's a nice track to drive, but it surely isn't the best track for a race. Okay, can't say the same to Mugello, but yeah, I think Mugello, we can just do a little exception there, because Mugello is a fantastic circuit as well, and yeah, it's just a way better circuit. So now it's time for the race start. We are being driven into the starting box, and I wish you the best of entertainment here, and I wish myself the best of luck for the race. So the lights are go on here, and all lights are on, and it's lights out, and away we go. Gasly looked like he's going way well, and we had a fantastic getaway as well. We now go around the outside of several drivers. I think it was Raikkonen, Ocon, and potentially also Sainz, who is on a hard tire for the first stint. That's a different strategy. That's nice to see. We go around the outside of Lando Norris. Can we make it stick? We are now side by side with the McLaren driver. Side by side, we're still side by side. No, we can't make it stick. Norris, with the slipstream, I think, made it stick, and he is up into 10th. So we're sticking now into 11th now. What a start from P15. Great getaway here, and this looks like a great first stint. Let's make sure we secure this. We might have a chance of points, even though we've increased the AR up to 109 again. So this is definitely a very interesting race, I should say. And we can stick behind Norris. And now we come to the newest addition here to the circuit, the bank corner. One of my most favorite corners by now. And we are now in the slipstream with Lando Norris. Our ERS was off for a moment. And now we go again round the outside of Norris. Can we make it stick this time? Yes, this time we make it stick. And we've passed Lando for the points. We are now up to 10th. And we do some weird movement here. And it looks like Norris is in the wall. Lando Norris, what happened to him? What happened to the McLaren driver? That's two fantastic races in the real life events, and he just hit my rear. I can't believe he just hit me. This is not possible. But it is possible. He's just hit me, and now we've got some fun with Esteban Ocon in the Renault, and we try to give him space. And yeah, Renault, a very interesting team for next year with the pairing of Ocon and Alonso. Yeah, I just hate it already. Also in the game, I will just assume that Alonso will be so OP that, yeah, he just will be unbeatable at the point. And Ocon now gives us a lot of pressure now. Ocon looks like he's going to be much faster. Sainz, meanwhile, on the hard tire, is keeping up with us. And now block Ocon quite aggressively here. Sainz, could he make it stick? No, he can't. He hasn't healed and he's still behind Ocon. But Sainz, great first stint on the hards. And we see Ocon again. He tries again in the same spot. You see Zandvoort is tricky to overtake there. You need to have a huge lot of balls to pass other people. You go on board with Ocon. A lap later, I think. And whoops. That's nice to see an AI driver making a mistake. And now Sainz is passed. And Sainz can now push on. And maybe score some decent points. I think we haven't got to pay some points today, unfortunately. And it doesn't look like there will be a safety car coming out either. So we are a bit doomed in that case. But it's okay. We aren't actually competitive enough for points. But we come up behind our teammate Louis Deletraz. He's behind Latifi. So Louis, come on. You need to push. You need to go. You need to go. As the engineer of Lance Stroll would say. And now we're behind Deletraz. We get his DRS and the slipstream as well. And we gain some time. Potentially for Sainz maybe. When he maybe comes out ahead of us. Or maybe behind us. We are not sure yet. And there's a yellow flag ahead of us. Who is it? It looks like Raikkonen. Raikkonen is out of the race. So the Finnish driver, yeah, he has so much better luck right now. And yeah, this is a better chance for us right now. So yeah, but we once again have to defend from Ocon again. This guy simply cannot leave us alone. So yeah, we need to defend pretty aggressively indeed against the Renault. And this might not be that easy because, I mean, he's a Renault, so yeah, for us in an Andrea Moda, it shouldn't be that easy to defend. And it doesn't look like it. Ocon now comes with DRS. Slipstream, we given the inside line. Can he go by? We've realized that the outside line is that bad. And we can defend the position right now. And we are doing a great job in defending. Sainz, meanwhile, has come out ahead of us. He's on a soft tire. And yeah, that's it for the points. Now we are alongside Ocon. And I think Ocon is passed. No, he isn't. He still has to defend. There's a yellow flag in the second sector, if you're seeing closely. And now Ocon has a better chance now. He's much closer. He's got the DRS, and I think now he's gone. Yes, now he locked up pretty sharp. And yeah, that's Ocon gone. And now we need to defend from Pierre Gasly now. Now comes the AlphaTauri. We look into our car components. You see they aren't in the best shape, but they are still in a decent shape. So we might need to worry in some races, but yeah. I've watched some other YouTubers, or my friend Schnixel, who I can highly recommend. He's doing some F1 2020 MyTeam streams. I can highly recommend it, watching it, because he's a good guy and his driving is actually decent. So it isn't like some other guys where it's just impossible to watch because they just cannot drive. Okay, final lap. Hamilton has won the race, so we've been nearly lapped. So that was close. And I think Gasly has been lapped. I'm not sure about Giovinazzi, if he was lapped. But yeah, we will see at the end. It looks like Giovinazzi has been lapped, because his gap isn't moving. We are currently on a good lap. We might improve our lap time again on the hard tires. So the hards are fantastic in this game. Really an underrated tire. I'm serious right now. This tire is so underrated. I love this tire so much. Now we come to the final corner and we might improve our time. We finish in 12th. So yeah, decent race, but of course, this is not what many has expected potentially to score another set of points, but I think 12 is decent. Giovinazzi is the driver of the day. Yeah, decent. Can't complain about that one, but we're finished at least ahead of our rival Giovinazzi. Get some more XP for our paddock pass. Not podium pass, for fuck's sake. I should stop saying paddock pass, it's podium pass. Paddock pass is something completely different. And we get some more pit points as well. Yeah, we need some more pit points as well for the next VIP pass. And here's the race result from the Dutch Grand Prix. And we've seen Hamilton winning the race, and Vettel declares the Ferraris need a patch. They're way too fast in comparison to their real life performances. Bottas in 4th, Verstappen 5th, then Albon, Perez, Stroll, Ricciardo and Sainz in points. Ocon finished in 11th, then we come home in 12th. Giovinazzi, Gasly, Kvyat, Magnussen, Russell, Grosjean, Norris, Deletraz and Latifi have been lapped. Deletraz at least ahead of Latifi, so we give him that. Decent drive there by Louis, but still not enough, I should say. But I mean, it can only get better. Here's our driver standings, and yeah, actually in a decent position. We are still in 12th. Now Paris has made up a lot of places, and in the constructor standings we are still in 8th. Right, but there will still be highlights, so I'll leave it alone with those. So right then, the highlights are completed, and now it's time to look into our rivalry. Geez, so difficult. And yeah, it looks like it's a bit the same as in the previous games, but I didn't really expect it that much. At least our claim is improving. It's steadily improving, I have to say. So level 6, that's good. That's really, really good for our team. We get some huge chunks of money as well. So with more and more sponsors, we might get a decent chance of getting a lot of money as well. So yeah, we might improve the facility now again, and we get some weekly resources. We've now got over $2 million to spend. I think this is good enough for some upgrades. And yeah, now what are we going to do? I think we might do a reaction trade for Deletraz. Yeah, just for the sake of fun. And yeah, here is our aerodynamics, chassis. Yeah, now comes the interesting part. Which department are we going to improve? We might improve our chassis, because it really isn't the best. And we might need some more resource points. I don't think we improved the personnel now. Might do it later. But yeah, for now it's not really worth improving. Marketing, could improve the marketing, but at least for now we stick with the current marketing level. Yeah. Well, it's a bit difficult. We've got so many areas to improve now, and we need to focus on one. But it's difficult now, as you could imagine. I think we are increasing the powertrain department. Actually, the parts should come a bit faster, and actually it's quite nicely structured, but it's very, very long to complete everything. And I think that's the main thing, which is actually good on this game, that it takes a long time to complete everything, and you might see some new stuff in the future. Here you see the driver ratings as well. We now look into the F2 driver pool. We need to watch the GOAT. Yeah, he is under our radar, the GOAT. Yeah, he just looks away because he's just a GOAT. He doesn't need to look into my eyes and into your eyes. But to be serious, I will also watch, I think, Aitken, because Jack is a good driver in the game. I mean, he's got a 67. That's incredible rating. So, wow, this is fantastic. So, we might need to do some more customization to our helmet because of the sponsor logos. Just look at that, zigzag. You can't really see it. And I think, no, this doesn't look good. I think we go for the simple Lord Mahavir design. And I think this is what we are going to do. Yes. Lord Mahavir design. Just leave me alone and know what I'm doing. Yeah, also we don't really need to change this. The gloves will stay the same. And also the character poses and so on and so on. Right. Can we also potentially change the livery? I'm thinking about changing it to make it a bit more flashier, but I'm not sure which one I should go for. So at the moment, I'm still sticking with that Andrea Moda design, but I might thinking about getting some more white design in it. But I'm not sure, how I should implement it. I really have no clue. I seriously have no clue on how to act. I mean, now we are trying to do a Minardi move again, so that's not fairly intelligent, but yeah. Let me know what you think about the livery, guys. I would appreciate some feedback from you as well. I could potentially use for some special designs. So we don't like this one, we keep with our current one, and yeah, we just move on from then. Good, guys, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and yes, I think we will see us soon for another episode of the F1 2020 MyTeam career mode. And I hope you stay with me, and the next time it should be fixed with the sound, hopefully. And until then, we see us soon. So, goodbye.